Farms presentation of the season. So I was talking to Katie Dubow earlier, and we were talking about clematis, tomato. But this is known, and Katie taught me this, is the queen of the vines. But this is a little bit different because instead of a higher growing, this is going to be our ground cover. This is going to be like the perfect skirt or pant for our garden.
Oh, I love it.
Cover her right up. This is brand new today, M67047, $26.12. It's the Bicolor Sapphire Indigo. So you're getting a beautiful pop of color. You said it, Katie, it's like jewelry for your garden.
It really is.
3 easy payments of $8.71. Of course, with Cottage Farms, it's always the free shipping and handling for you. And no worries, because we'll ship it home to you when it's time for you to get going. But I do want to come out and introduce you to Katie Dubow. If you have not met her, part of the Cottage Farms family. Here we go.
I know.
You said this was your first day back too.
Oh, it's so good to be back.
I will say, we love our
corner.
garden friends.
Yes.
Love, and you guys always teach something. So I
good.
truly appreciate that. You are an author. You are a garden trend enthusiast. Cottage Farms has been here almost
20 years.
Wow.
Yes.
And they're the grower's grower.
They are. Which means that we are bringing you the top quality plants that the landscapers, that the growers, that the people who, like me, who are professional gardeners grow, the top quality plants.
This is lush, it is beautiful, it is full. How will this come home to us?
So this right here, over here, you have it. So this, you can already see, we talked about how this is not a trellis growing clematis like you may have seen. This does like to ramble and grow just like your vining clematis, but this one is, you can look how it comes out already. You can see it's already got these legs that are coming out like this. I love it. So this is how it will ship to you at home. And you know, second season is what we'll see here on stage.
It is a perennial.
It is a perennial. It will come back year after year. And the interesting thing about clematis is that they do like some cool roots, whether you have the ones that are growing up or you have this one that grows out in more of a mounding habit. They like cool roots, so they like to be planted under or with another plant.
Oh, they like company.
They like company. Me too. So they like to have their roots shaded. So I love planting mine with my roses, or you can plant them with your hydrangeas. Plant them amongst something that will give that little bit of shade to their roots, so it will be nice and cool for them.
I think the color complements all the hydrangea colors too. It's an indigo, and it's hints of purple and blue, just beautifully combined. Almost like if you took a paintbrush and dipped into watercolor paint and stirred them together. I really am impressed with the color. And then of course we get all that beautiful green foliage too.
Exactly. And this will be an early bloomer. So this will come out in the late spring and bloom for you all summer. And what I love about this is that it will be covered in blooms, and as one is coming, there's another bud coming behind it. So it will always have that jewel sapphire look in your garden. You will have these deep blue, beautiful stems coming all over the plant.
Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. And as far as height goes, you said they get about 3 inches tall, 3 inches wide?
3 feet, yep.
3 feet, I'm sorry.
Yep.
This is why she teaches me.
It gets to be about 3 feet tall, but what it does, here how you can see it growing best in these pictures, because in our pot, in the container, it's a little bit harder to see. It will grow out and it will scramble amongst all your other plants. And so yes, I do like to plant them about 12 inches apart, because what you want with this plant is the density. See, you can see it here, how dense it's growing. If you are getting multiples of these, which I suggest at least 3, because our roses, our hydrangeas, those are larger shrubs, or if you want to plant it along a fence. That's a really pretty thing up a mailbox. So it will climb about 3 feet tall. So that's the perfect height for your mailbox. If you're getting a vining plant, that's going to be way too big for a mailbox or a fence.
See, I love when you're here and you teach us. M67047. Look, these are brand new today, so this is the time to get them. More than 100 have been ordered already. It's a great pop of color, and the coverage is nice. We have it today on 3 easy payments, free shipping and handling, and again, no worries. This is the beauty of shopping flowers and plants with us here. You don't have to worry about going to the garden store. Is this time? Because I don't know when is it time for me to plant.
Yeah,
we'll ship it home when it is time, and that's what's really nice. What about upkeep? What about water? How do I best take care of it?
So for the first season, like any new plant that you get, it's going to want a lot of water that first season. So you check on it every couple of days, but once it's established, it's off and running, and that's the beauty of perennials. You know, once they're established, you don't need to do anything except step out into your garden and enjoy, as you said, the jewelry. This is like the fashionable plant of the garden. We talked about it like being a skirt for your plants or jewelry for your garden. This really is a very special and unique plant.
It really does create kind of that fashion runway for the plant, because your garden, it's going to be a little bit lower. What about winterizing?
So this vine, this is going to be a sprawling plant, and what you want to do come early spring, a couple months, you'll cut it back about six inches to the ground, and you'll find a little bud and cut it right before that bud, because you don't want to cut off the buds that are coming, and then it will burst forth. If you do want to do any of your vines, you can always do a heavy cut back. It just means they'll bloom a little bit later for you in the spring.
Okay, and then if you are interested in fertilizer for this, of course, we always have the Cottage Farms fertilizer as well. I think you've got you've got a jar right there. That's what, 100 water-soluble packets, I believe.
It is, and you just take one out, put it in your watering can or your hose attachment, one per 1 gallon of water, and you're off to the races.
Those are customer top rated too. So I'm going to ask you a kind of a back to basics question.
Sure.
I understand why we want to cover kind of the base of some things. Is there any other reason we would want to keep our ground covered as far as in our gardens?
Absolutely. Thank you. Weeds. Just that little thing.
Oh, there you go.
Just that little
I know
thing.
them. I know them all too well.
And that's the great thing. You know, mulch in our gardens has to be continually replenished. You've got weed seeds that grow up through it. It's expensive. It's hard work to replant your mulch. Think of this as a living mulch. That's what I love about these living ground covers. It's a living mulch. And that's why I think if you get multiples, plant them 12 inches apart. They will shade out the ground, and you will not have to weed.
You just set the light bulb off in my head. Now I get it. It's livable mulch. You know what? I just love the pop of color, and there is something about pulling into your driveway. And I am extremely honest with you guys. I'm still trying to learn how to garden. I'm a city girl. I grew up in the country, but I've been a city girl most of my life. But when I pull into my neighborhood and I see the beauty that is there, and that this is easy, that this means less mulch, less weeding maintenance, because we are in charge of weeding in our development. I can grow those like nobody's business, and they're a pain in the neck. If this can mean less of them, I think this is a great idea. You'll get one of these here, $26.12. I do like the idea of picking up a couple of them, and that's why we have easy pay. So if you wanted to pick up 2 or 3 of these, you're looking at like a $17 into like a $25 easy pay amount. Not bad. And then 3 feet high.
That's right.
3 feet wide. We've got them in the pot, but you're recommending just put them right there.
I would put them right in the ground. They do work in containers, but I would put them right in the ground. And you know, one of the things, if you haven't ordered plants on TV before, I know it seems a little interesting, but what we're doing here is we're reserving your plants, because we can only grow so many of them. You know, these are plants after all. We can't just, you know, snap our fingers and have more. So what you're doing is reserving them for the season, and especially with this Sapphire Indigo, it's extremely popular.
The color is gorgeous. This is brand new today, and this has been very popular. 200 have been ordered, and it's that perfect mix of the purple and the blue. And here's our map to kind of give you an idea of when this will come home.
So speaking of not ordering plants on TV, just take a look at that map and see where you live and match that color with the color-coded boxes below, and that's when this will ship out to you.
All right, Katie Dubow, here we go, my friend. We're off and running. M67047 in